Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana is heading down again, 6%, 6.4% to the downside. That is exactly why I told you yesterday that I'd be very careful with taking a long trade here after Solana broke out potentially out of this descending channel. We're going to take a look at that in a minute because it was not out of a bullish pattern. You did not break out of a bullish pattern, but I told you that yesterday. That would have been a high risk trade, and I mentioned that clearly in the video. So Solana still in a downtrend here, still in the descending channel, and heading down in this ABC pattern within which we currently are in the wave C, and in the wave C we are in a 5-wave move, and probably in that last leg to the downside in that 5th wave, in which we would then reach my target area here between $30 and $55. And that is, by the way, the 78.6% fib level, and the $30 level is the 88.7% fib level. Many cryptos have reached it already, and I think Solana will do that as well. What we can currently see here is a pretty bearish move here that Solana is doing. So we were trying to break out of this descending channel yesterday. I mean, we did that before, failed at the 50-day moving average. Told you yesterday that we were doing it again. If we get the successful retest done of that former resistance as support, that could be a long trade, but there was never a successful retest. So if I go to the 4-hour chart, you can see that it failed again. Apparently it broke out. It actually did retest it, but then it failed, broke down again, came up higher again, failed again basically. So there was not really a solid retest where you stayed above the line all the time. Yeah, you didn't. You can see all those wicks did go pretty clearly still below, and you did not have a second green candle starting after this. And then here yesterday night UK time we lost it, and that's pretty bearish what the price is doing here. It's nearly an engulfing candle, and that would suggest that we're also heading down further. I mean, there is not massive selling volume, but it's basically the absence of buying volume that did not allow us to push higher from here. So we're back in my support zone. We talked about it a few days ago that the price needed to do some sort of significant move. So we had a bit of volatility here because the price was squeezed into just below this descending trend line, and the price can't be there forever. So either it breaks out to the upside or it's going to be pushed down, and the angle of that descending trend line is quite steep. So you can see where the price is heading if the price cannot break out of this downtrend. And again, so far it's been confirmed the price didn't break out of the downtrend. And if we take a look at the indicators again, all we have here is on the RSI. We're making carefully higher lows, but overall not really higher highs, and we are still in the bearish range below 50. The MACD, after a potential bullish crossover yesterday, that was stopped again. So again, a bearish crossover shows a little bit the uncertainty in the market, doesn't it? It's not really a clear direction. And again, just look at the chart. We have been moving sideways pretty much since for over a month now. Yes, there was the up and down, but pretty much we're at the same level where we were here in end of January. So it just shows you the uncertainty, the indecision in the market. But what we can see is that the price is making lower highs. I mean, you could even argue that we're moving here in some sort of a, maybe a triangle. It's a bit hard to, maybe a triangle, even not really a wedge. You can't draw a wedge here. You would cut through the price action. So maybe a descending triangle. Maybe a descending triangle. That would be bearish. That would indicate that here we've got a horizontal support. The price is retesting various times, and the more often a support is retested, the more brittle it gets. And you can argue that the price is going to get through here sooner or later, and you've got that descending trend line of the channel anyway, which would push the price lower. So at the moment we are still in a downtrend, and as I always say, you are in the downtrend unless you have a confirmed breakout to the upside, and we don't have it yet. So the view remains primarily that we get into that target area down here between 30 and 55 US dollars. What I have to tell you again that we did reach already, or we did achieve the minimum that we needed to do to complete a correction. So if Bitcoin, for example, now makes a move to the upside, it could be that Solana has already seen the low. Yeah, it did the minimum requirements. It doesn't necessarily have to have a lower low. Sorry, it doesn't need to have a lower low. There are some other cryptos which still have to get that lower low, like for example Polkadot, like Bitcoin, for example. Yeah, but Solana has actually reached its original target area. Yeah, I've obviously redefined the target area now, as we still haven't done a new breakout here, but still it fulfilled the minimum requirement, and from that point of view I'm extremely happy. That's the area we talked about back in November. It was reached. So from the Elliott wave point of view, it could have completed the correction yet, but the only thing that makes me skeptical is that we haven't seen yet a sustainable breakout to the upside, or any kind of a higher high, a higher low we need to see. Can't really see it, nothing significant, not an impulse yet, and that is exactly what I would want to see. Well, anyway, so we might have to be a bit more patient. Yeah, be careful. As long as we don't have a confirmed breakout to the upside, my strategy is at the moment to dollar cost average into Solana, because after this correction, the price targets will be at least $450, possibly higher. That is the minimum target. That is what the Fibonacci extensions are telling me, and what Solana is doing here is completely normal. It's a correction like many other cryptos, and it's also not only the crypto market doing it, it's stocks and shares, especially young shares, doing it all the time. These strong corrections, these crazy bull runs, this is nothing that is just what the crypto market is doing. At some point in the future, the crypto market won't be doing it anymore, in fact, because too much money will be in crypto. And that is also what happens to a stock or a share when it's maturing, that more money comes in and the volatility just goes away. Yeah, and so these are actually the golden times where we get this volatility, which is actually where money can be made. Okay, that's my view in Solana. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. That'd be great. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye bye.